I've done some pretty crazy sex positions, but yeah,
what's like out of the ordinary?
Oh my God, my first sexual partner was so like creative. Like he would get books.
Yo, what?
Kama Sutra. I've actually had two opposite ends of the spectrum. So like one of my exes used to like handcuffs, tie me up, like all kind of weird Kama Sutra books, like, but it was good, you know? And then I've been with someone who's like just romantic. No choking, no spanking, no, like he's like just real like
suave, like
yeah, like passionate.
Yeah,
is that the word? Yeah. Yeah.
Which sex is better, or do you need a little bit of both?
Wow, it depends on my mood.
For me, one's a drunk mood and one's a high mood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I want to be cuddled and sometimes I want to be spanked. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends.
Miami on the Rocks, Casey Chopz. We are here. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at MIA on the Rocks. Make sure you go to YouTube, Miami on the Rocks. Hit that subscribe button. It's very important. Today's guest, she's from Kendall. Where are you from?
Kendall.
But I'm saying, what's your nationality? Cuban?
I'm Cuban, yeah.
Okay. I got Desiree in here. Came all the way from Kendall. How are you?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
She's got her own podcast. So it's important that we show other podcasters love, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's get the plug right out of the way. What is the name of the podcast?
House of Desy podcast.
Okay. And you're with the shits. Like you get into but you get into like the good topics. Like you have what it takes, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as you get into the right topics and you know, you're not shy, you know?
Yeah, that's actually new to me too. I'm trying to be more open.
No, that's what's up. Because like, for example, I don't want to, your Instagram following, you have like 1 million followers, right?
Yeah.
So most women are like, you know, I feel like most women that are at your stature, as far as on following on Instagram, they're afraid to like show their personality, you know, as far as like models in the model department, you know?
For sure.
And so I have to really give you props and you know, it's very commendable that like you're not afraid to like go out of your bubble and like speak to the people and be something besides just, you know, an aesthetic. You feel me?
Yeah, I strive to be more than an aesthetic.
That's what's up.
Yeah, especially after like a couple years of modeling, like that's what you become known for. And I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes that come with being a model. So it was really important for me to like reinvent myself and branch out and like just do something different. And I think the podcast was perfect for that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But most of those women are like that. They're like just bobas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
especially in Miami.
Right, that's a fact. So I could understand like someone who's in that realm that's different, that actually can speak, and you know what I mean? I would assume that you would have that heavy motivation to like do whatever it takes to separate yourself and not be looked at as like one of them, right?
For sure. Labels fucking suck.
Damn, yeah.
Can I curse? Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yo, we're not on the radio. Everybody asked that. So how's the quarantine been for you? How's your mental? How's your physical?
Oh man, what a question. So actually, the quarantine for me, and sometimes I hate to say it because a lot of people have gone through a lot of shit, but the quarantine for me was amazing.
Like productive.
Yeah, it was productive. I did go through like, you know, a point in time where my mental health was like on the ground, but I think that was everybody.
Yeah.
And then when I came out of it, it was just beautiful. Like, you know, I started my podcast and that really kept me going.
So the quarantine motivated you to start the podcast? Kind of like pushed you out of your comfort zone to kind of do it?
I was stuck at home with nothing to do.
Yeah.
So podcasting gave me something to do. I also painted.
Me too. No, fam. Like, me too. We're in the same exact boat as far as that goes. Like, I have to feel like I'm being productive. So as soon as you take my career, my job away from me and I can't work in nightlife anymore, I'm at home going crazy.
Yes, exactly. You know? It's even worse for you too, because the clubs haven't opened again, have they?
Nah, I mean, I only brick. So I started, the only thing open right now are my Saturdays, Brick and Wynwood. And, you know, we're being very responsible. We're being very safe. Tables only, masks. Everything is socially distanced. You know, you can't go to the bar and buy, you know, drinks. The waitress has to come to your table with the drinks. So,
oh, shit.
So, yeah. So there's not a lot of people walking around. So I feel like we're doing it the right way, you know?
Girls are out here twerking in their masks. They
that's a fact. Yo, they're like, yo, the owners of Brick told me, Chopz, you know, make sure you DJ, but don't get them too hyper. Like, don't DJ how you usually DJ, right? Because we can't have people walking around, leaving their table, doing all that shit, right? So I'm kind of DJing like I'm in a restaurant, whatever. And I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm about to play like, I think I play like a Pop Smoke song, right? I started getting into my bag, like to like turn people up, and I did it. And as soon as I did it, I just felt like the energy people have had built up in them for like 4 years of quarantine, just like release, just drunk, like just release. Yo, chicks were standing on the table, like we're at a restaurant. Like that's how we're supposed to be operating. Chicks are on the table. They're like, yo, Chopz. I'm like, all right, my bad. I got out of it and went back to fucking like, you know, Janae Aiko.
Like, we were robbed of a Bad Bunny summer. Like, we need to make up for that.
That's a big fact. I feel like he dropped like 3 quarantine albums already, right?
I don't know, but he dropped one album in the beginning of quarantine. He went live and broke the record. Like, I think with like 350,000 something views at the moment. I think something like that. But oh my God, every song on that album was amazing. Like, I need to go to the club and dance to it. Both at least albums, with my girls.
I feel like the Safaera song, like as a DJ, that was gonna like run the summer. Like, and everything just got shut down. Like, it's crazy. But sucks. You saw when Bad Bunny did the in New York, how he came through on the bus and performed on top of the bus last week, 2 weeks ago?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Nah.
Did he?
So Bad Bunny's been ghost for like 3 months already. Like he hasn't posted anything on Instagram. He's been low key, and he popped out. He was promoting an online IG Live concert, right? And everyone's like, okay, shit. There was some shit on Twitter, like, girls, I'm getting ready for the IG Live concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there was a little hype behind it, and he promoted the time, promoted the day. It was like a Sunday, like at 7 p.m. And he went on his IG Live, and people thought that he was gonna be like, you know, I don't know, at a venue, at a crib, somewhere just performing, right? But it turned out when he went to his IG Live and people tuned in, he was on a bus, on top of a bus in New York City, driving down in the Bronx on the Grand Concourse. So you see him on top of the bus performing. The bus he's got cameras, he's on Instagram Live, and you just see people like following him on bicycles and shit, like filming him.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being out in the street and seeing Bad Bunny perform on a bus?
Like on a calm Sunday, like out of nowhere, like in the Bronx, like like he went to the hood. Like he went to the hood to do it, like where all the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are at, and that shit was a vibe. You know?
I like Bad Bunny. I think he's real cool.
Yeah. Do you I've asked this before, I'll ask again. Do you consider Bad Bunny a sex symbol?
Well, I mean, his image, he's an artist, so image is always a part of it. But I don't know. I think he's like, a musician. Are you attracted
to him? Forget his music. Are you attracted to him, like physically?
I think he's hot. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that, you know, his metrosexual tendencies, you know, he paints his nails, he'll, you know, cross-dress in a music video, he's comfortable with channeling his feminine energy, right? To you, is that something that like turns you off, or is that something you commend because he is not afraid to show who he is sexually? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say because it's something that is out of the norm and he's like so comfortable in his sexuality, that would turn me on, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the fact that he can be himself and he knows he's going to get judged. Like, come on, you paint your nails, you know, people are going to look at you funny. But I commend that. I think that takes balls.
But where is the line though, you know? Because he cross-dressed in a video, like, you know, he's Bad Bunny. He could get away with being in a dress, but I'm saying a regular guy that you meet in Wynwood, like.
No, but he cross-dressed because he was standing up for some trans.
You're right. No.
Thing.
It was definitely like, you know, commendable, but still, just a man cross-dressing. A lot of men wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
yeah,
a lot of heterosexual men wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ask, like, what's the line of someone like going overboard with the feminine, you know, like the...
It's not fair because he gets away with it because he's Bad Bunny, though. Because
exactly.
if it was like a random dude from like you know, nobody, he would get hardcore judged. It wouldn't be like he's standing up for something.
But if he was an in-shape dude, let's say he was tall, let's say, you know, a regular Kendall dude, and he's attractive, but he has maybe like eyeliner or fucking mascara or whatever, you know, dudes be doing low key too, and you know what I mean?
I don't know how I feel about dudes wearing makeup.
Okay, so that's different.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing eyeliner, I don't know. No, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not fucking with that. So how have your are you single, ready to mingle? How has the dating life been for you if you have been participating in that world? Has it been better during quarantine? Have things been worse during quarantine?
Oh man. I'm actually, yes, I'm single, but I wouldn't say available.
Okay.
I have literally been in a relationship since I was 15 years old. Like
Oof.
my whole life has consisted of long relationships. So I've never been single, and I just became single a couple months ago.
So you're about to go through your whole phase.
And nah, I don't want a whole phase. I don't want to.
That doesn't exist. It's gonna happen eventually. Like you could save it for later, but like everyone eventually is gonna go through their whole phase.
I mean, maybe, yeah, my hormones will flare up. But you know what? I'd rather have like one fuck buddy that just doesn't want anything serious.
Got you.
Than to fuck like different people.
So you're kind of like in that space anywhere as far as like you've been in long relationships. So you're down to just be single, have fun with someone on this like on the side. You know what I mean? And
like a side piece or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like I have to have like a connection with someone to even be turned on by them. Mm-hmm. So we can like hook up. We don't have to have a relationship, but I want to be able to chill with you too, like be like.
See, now you're friends. Getting it. It sounds like you're in a gray area, right? So like if that is eventually going to turn into a relationship, no? Like if you're giving that type of energy off, right? Like you're hanging out. Because if it's a fuck buddy, right? Isn't a fuck buddy supposed to be just for that, right? And emotions are separate. So this is someone that you want to have emotions for, but you don't want to have a title on it. You want to be single. You understand how that's like dangerous?
I mean, so like what? Are we gonna just fuck and you're gonna leave like right after? We're not gonna chill smoke a blunt? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
no, I'm not saying that. Like, yeah, smoke a blunt. Of course, chill.
I don't mean like we're gonna chill and not fuck. Like, obviously when we chill, we gonna fuck. Like, that's what we're chilling for. But I don't know. Nah, like it doesn't have to turn into a relationship eventually.
So how many days a week does the fuck buddy get? Because then if it's like, to me, once you hit like 5... then now we're in like relationship territory, right?
I could not fuck 5 times a week. I'm way too fucking busy for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nah. So I'm saying if someone is sleeping over 5 times a week, then it's kind of like we're in relationship territory,
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, look, I've never had a fuck buddy before, so I'll let you know. This is new. This is new territory.
Okay, so you'll report back with the feedback.
Yeah, okay. But I mean,
so like 2 times a week, 3 times a week,
2 or 3. Yeah, you know, maybe it depends.
Okay. Yeah, because you run into that a lot where women will say that they don't want anything emotional. They'll say, I want to be single. I want to, I've been in a relationship for a long time. I want to, do things single for a little bit. And then they'll have someone else that they deal with. I think women will play themselves and say, yo, I don't want anything emotional. Yeah, I want to keep it separate. I want to be single. But they're expecting boyfriend things from the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I feel like sometimes it might start out that way, like girls not really wanting anything, and then after fucking a few times and hanging out,
and if the sex is good too, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, good dick will make you do stupid shit. Like,
so you've been dickmatized before.
Oh, so yeah, for sure.
What is the craziest thing you've done though? Like, what is the crazy thing like good dick has made you do?
Oh man, I'm so sorry for saying this, but staying in like a relationship I shouldn't have stayed in for like longer than I needed to. Oh
shit.
Yeah, because that dick was good.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's the
and then it's like good dick and loyalty, like because it's hard to.
Oh, that's
find
a good combo.
That's a good combo. Like good dick and loyalty, killer combo.
That's what's up. What do they say? What's that quote? They say, men will fake a relationship for a nut and women will fake a nut for a relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
I've had to fake a lot of nuts in my past.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that you were in 2 long relationships, right?
Since I was 15, I've been in 3 long relationships. 3.
Got you. So one relationship you had to fake nuts. The other one, the dick was good.
I faked them in all of them.
What?
Because look, the thing is that
this is going to get to a deeper conversation.
Nah, it's just that I don't like to fake orgasms, but sometimes it fucks with a man's ego. You know what I mean? Like
if he doesn't make you come?
Yeah. Like maybe a once or twice, but if you go like 3 or 4 or 5 straight times without fucking, like, or making your partner orgasm, it makes you feel some type of way.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So it's
but would you want to be with someone who's not making you orgasm? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And there's a lot of women who who don't have orgasms. Like they don't
That's
know.
sad.
But it's a fact.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of women that don't know their body. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't.
Oh no, I think every woman should buy toys.
Okay, I agree.
For sure.
But there's a lot of women who don't even, like you'll ask women, you know, I feel like it's like from the women that I've asked, it's been like a 50-50. Either some women have toys, they watch porn and or some women don't masturbate at all. You know what I'm saying?
I guess some women can't though. Because some women, I guess, like if you have kids or if you live with other people, you don't really have the privacy and stuff.
Everybody's got to take a shower. Like, you know
I mean,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's an important time for you to like learn yourself.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
you know what you would like when you're with a partner.
Yeah, and you can teach your partner too.
That's dope.
Yeah. Do you believe in teaching your partner?
Yes, technique, I believe you could teach, right? What I don't think you can teach is like intensity. Like you can't teach someone, like some women, they have an aura that makes the sex intense, right? And you can't teach that to everyone.
That's energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So some women have like a, you know, like, yeah, they have an energy, they have a vibe, they have like a thirst, you know what I'm saying? Like they love sex, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell, you know what I'm saying? And then there's other women who, so you can't teach that in my opinion, right?
I would agree with you.
And I feel like you develop that thirst and that vibe through learning yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's women that I feel like you have to create that intensity when you're with them because they don't, and you could teach them technique, you know? But
yeah.
I don't know. In your experience, have you had to teach people, like teach guys what you like?
I mean, yeah, especially the guy that I lost my virginity to. I lost my virginity when I was like 16.
Okay.
And
I was 17. That's not that crazy.
yeah, I guess.
That's regular.
Not in Miami, I guess.
Oh, you feel like you were a late bloomer? 16?
I feel like I was early. I feel like, don't most people lose it later?
Nah.
No?
I would say in high school, right? I would think
Yeah.
like sometime in high school. Mine was senior year. I was 17, you know? Like
I guess you're right. Yeah, like senior year,
You know?
people lose it in prom night and shit.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm about to say a crazy story, and I don't care. It's a. I'll be vulnerable because it's gonna make me look crazy. I've never said this story before because you just reminded me. But see, that's what makes a good podcaster. Like, I make fun of myself. Yo, so I was in senior year of high school, and I'm a virgin still. Right, this is before I lost my virginity, and I go to prom. Right, and I was the one who, me and my boys, we didn't have dates, like on purpose. Like we went, it was like 5 of us in a different color tuxedo, went with a limo. It was like a guy's night going to the club looking for the women at prom. You know what I'm saying? That's how we were operating prom night, you know? And so the girl, basically, this has a high and a low to this story. It was the prom queen, right? She was with her date. And I was able to like infiltrate their little connection right there. The prom king and queen, right? Dude got mad that she saw her talking to me or whatever, and he left. So now I'm just talking to the prom queen, and I bagged the prom queen, right? So we go back to the hotel, right? And we've liked each other throughout the year of high school. You know, there's a little sexual tension there, here and there. So it's prom night. I got the prom queen, and I'm in the hotel. I'm in her bed. We're lit off the Henny. I'm like, is this going to be the moment of truth? Like, am I about to lose my virginity right now, right?
Off Henny. Oh my God.
No. But Henny, nah. Back then, in 2008, what was the drink? Like Crevassier, the fucking neon purple shit. Like, that was some high school shit.
Oh, yeah. The sparkly drink.
Yeah, it's like it glows in the dark. It's like fucking potion, like blue potion type shit, you know? I was drinking that, and so I got the prom queen in my bed, and I'm like, yo, this is about to be the night. I'm ready to go. And so we're kissing, we're hooking up, and I go to eat her pussy. And I'm eating her out. And then I go to fuck, and she goes, nah, we can't. Like, I can't do that right now. We can't do that yet, or whatever. So basically, prom night, I just ate the prom queen out, and I got no buns. Like
No.
So then I go back to my boys, like in their hotel with all of my homeboys. They're like, we're in high school, right? So like, yo, what happened? Yo, you know what I mean? And I was honest with them. I'm like, yo, I just ate the prom queen out, and she didn't let me smash. And they're like, I was like the joke for like the next 5 years of my life. Yo, Chopz just ate out the prom queen. He never smashed. I eventually smashed like maybe a week later. You know what I'm saying?
It was delayed. It was a delayed
Yeah, it was
smash.
delayed. Yeah, so.
She said, get that bread, get that head, then leave. Peace out.
You know?
Do you know that TikTok?
But yeah. But yeah, that was kind of embarrassing prom night. So I technically didn't lose my virginity prom night, but
damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lost it a week later though with her.
And guess where? Where everyone loses their virginity? In a car, because I got nowhere to go.
How romantic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're young. You're not gonna take her back to your parents' house.
That's what I'm saying. I eventually did, but like I can't. You know what I mean? Like we both live with our parents. Where else are we gonna? I feel like everyone in high school goes through that shit.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm 6'3", so I can't be doing that car shit. Like this seat doesn't go back anymore, ma. Like there's nothing else we can do. So
yeah.
Where's the craziest place you had sex?
Probably in a car. I don't have any crazy sex stories. I've done some pretty crazy sex positions, but
really,
yeah, like
what's like out of the ordinary?
Oh my god, my first sexual partner was so like creative. Like he would get books.
Yo, what?
Kama Sutra books.
Yo, being fellas. If you could be creative with the positions, because at the end of the day, you're the captain of the boat. You're steering the ship. You got to make it interesting for her and make it like an adventure. You know what I'm saying? So dudes that know the time and when to switch the position. You know what I'm saying? That's important.
For sure.
So you saying your ex just would whip out some wild shit.
I've actually had two opposite ends of the spectrum. So like one of my exes used to like handcuffs, tie me up, like all kind of weird Kama Sutra books, like, but it was good, you know? And then I've been with someone who's like just romantic. Like no choking, no spanking, no, like he's like just real like
suave. Like
passionate.
Yeah.
Is that the word? Yeah. Yeah.
Which sex is better? Or do you need a little bit of both? Or
wow, it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
You know?
For me, one's a drunk mood and one's a high mood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the drunk mood, I'm with the hand. Well, if I'm drunk, we're doing handcuff. You could whip out the handcuffs, whatever you want to do. I'll put you on the ceiling. But I'm saying when I'm high, I feel like I'm in that bag, like the smooth bag.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to be cuddled and sometimes I want to be spanked. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends.
So tell me about these positions though. Like what is some wild unorthodox thing that he did? Did he show you like a diagram online, like a page of a book, like, yo, we're gonna do this?
I mean, so we would like look at the pictures and stuff beforehand, and then like later throughout the week, whenever we would fuck, we would just try the stuff. But I don't know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
So you would send them like in the text, like you would have the pictures in the iMessage, like, yo, let's try this, let's try that. Then you would divert back to your iMessages, like, now it's time.
Fam, he had like books, so we would sit together before like bed. We would skip school because it's like that's back in high school. So we would like skip school, be on his bed.
Kama Sutra books in high school?
Looking through these fucking Kama Sutra books. And then like later, whenever we would fuck, like we wouldn't like look at them and then be like, okay, we're doing this one. Like
he would remember and call the play.
Yep. He would look forward to that shit.
So what is a crazy position? Like,
bro, I don't know. Like,
got you like fucking, upside down type shit?
Like he has me trying to do a split. Like, oh God.
Well, here's one thing. Have you dealt with a man that can pick you up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So he was doing picking up shit. Like, are you into that? Like,
I'm into having fun, crazy sex. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I'm being carried, because I'm a pleaser too. Like I want my man to be pleased. So I feel like when I'm being carried, he can't really be pleased at like maximum.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
potential.
Like lifting weights at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Like we're in the gym right now. Like
I'm a thick girl. I'm bottom heavy. Like you know, you don't have to pick me up. You don't gotta carry me.
I feel you.
But yeah,
that's what's up. Miami on the Rocks, Casey Chopz. We here. I'm with Desy Gato. She drove from Kendall. What high school did you go to?
Braddock.
Okay.
G. Holmes Braddock Senior High.
Okay, no doubt.
I hated it.
So yo, I'll let you get in your podcast bag. Like pretend we're at your show for a second, and you have me on the hot seat.
Yes.
Because you were like, yo, I want to ask you some questions. I was like, all right, that's dope. People have been in my DMs and they're like, yo, Chop, when are you gonna let somebody interview you? I was like, all right, so this is a good opportunity to just flip the script.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm like, next time we should put up a post and ask the people what they want to know about you so that, you know what I mean? But my question for you is, as a DJ, what's your favorite thing about that job? Like, what is it about DJing that keeps you going?
I like music. Like music is like medicine to me. So it just, when I'm DJing, I'm lost. Like I'm not here. Like, I like doing things where I'm lost in what I'm doing and I'm not thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm lost in what I'm doing. So when I'm DJing, thank God, when I'm working, like my job to earn money, my career is, I have the ability to get lost in it. Time goes by fast. I'm in a vibe, and that's just what music has always done to me.
Yeah.
I have like a tat, music take me away, on my arm. Like that was my first tat I ever got. So like music, I use it, takes me away. Like from this fucked up world that we're in.
Yeah, for sure. So then when you're at the club, you're focused on your music. You're not really focused on like fulana mengana and like
depende. I'm focused on, but women make me want to DJ better, so it's kind of like inspiration. But
that's true, it motivates you.
For the most part, I'm focused on my job, like if I want to, that's why I never really invite women to the club when I'm working, because I can't pay attention to you, which is the same reason I don't like taking women to watch movies, because I can't pay attention to you. We're watching a movie,
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not really into.
Yeah, you don't really connect at a movie theater. Like,
yeah, that's the most important thing, right? On a first date, you're like, yo, let's grab a drink and let's talk. Like that's the most,
Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, I was just curious about that, because the life that nightlife, it takes like a toll on your everything.
As far as what?
Like your whole day's flipped upside down. Like you gotta sleep when there's like traffic and cars and. Like,
I sleep. Since throughout my 20s, I've always gone to sleep at like average 3 a.m. and woke up like at 11. Like I sleep from like 4 to noon. I wake up at noon and that's it. I get my 8 hours of sleep. I don't play with my sleep. I feel like once you hit that like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., then your sleep is going to be trash regardless, because you've been up all, but if you could go to sleep like 3, 4, you're still going to have that good sleep.
Yeah, I feel like if I had to go to sleep like at 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning.
But see, there's a big difference between 4, 5, and 6 in my experience, 10 years of doing this. Like 4 is straight. 5, 6, I don't want to go to sleep at that time, which is why they've asked me to DJ. I might edit this out, but they've been wanting me to DJ at Booby Trap for a long time. And,
wow.
Right, on the river. And the thing is that my set would be until 6 in the morning. If I was 21, 22, 23, 24, I would say yes, You
look like you're pretty young. You can't be older than 28.
White people usually age like plátanos, but I'm out here aging like wine. I got those good Caucasian genes.
You were blessed.
Yeah, word. So you said what? 28?
You can't be older than 28.
All right, that's dope. Anyway.
Skip some.
Yeah, facts. No, I'm 30.
I just feel like, if I had to go to sleep that early in the morning, I wouldn't want to like work out when I get up. I would just want to sleep and then wake up and get ready for work and then go back to work. Like, I don't know when I'd fit.
See, that's the problem. When you go to sleep like at 5 or 6, it's that type of life. You wake up in the afternoon, like at 4 p.m., and your whole day is gone. But if I could get to sleep at 4, I'm waking up at noon and I'm good. I'm going to the gym, getting a coffee, and I'm good. I'm not taking any naps throughout the day. But the key is when you're leaving the club to not hit that fritura, to not hit that fucking fried food. You know what I'm saying? Like the fast food, the McDonald's. That's where DJs and people in nightlife fuck up.
Yeah.
They're hungry after the club, and that late night eating, like at 4, 5, 6.
That's horrible.
And that sleep that you're going to not get because you ate crazy food right before, like that shit is that's how the spiral starts,
Yeah.
In my opinion. It's not easy to have relationships. I'll say that.
Yeah, for real. Like, your whole family just like have regular 9-to-5ers.
No, not my family. I'm just saying like with women, like I have work in the club amongst women 4 days a week,
Oh, nobody trusts you.
So that's a problem. A lot of all the women that I begin to deal with, they have so many assumptions about me.
You have to be an open book though.
It takes a woman with a special type of security to date somebody in the nightlife,
Yeah.
And most of these women can't handle that.
I agree.
If a picture comes out of me DJing in the DJ booth and there's 4 women behind me, drunk as shit, drinking bottles and shit, can you as a girlfriend look at that picture and like, woosah, and like not feel away? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can imagine it's hard. I dated a photographer, and then after we broke up, I'm like, I'm never dating another photographer
Shit, the
again.
photographers are getting more pussy than the DJs now in 2020. It's a different game.
Idea.
Yo, do photographers run that game like where they throw it? Because okay, the hardest thing about talking to a woman on Instagram, especially if she's popping, is you got to like break the ice and find a reason for her to hit you back. I'm sure you deal with this a lot. You have 1 million followers. So I feel like the promoter can kind of get to you, you know, come to the club, maybe the DJ, but the photographer, all these photographers, yo, you want to shoot content, right? So now there's a bunch of dudes who just picked up a camera. They don't even know how to like do this, work the shit, but they're calling themselves photographers so they can slide in your DM, yeah?
Yep. Literally, you hit it right on.
Yo, that was a wild theory that I just got right. That's funny.
No, legit. And the thing is that it gets harder and harder to find professional photographers, like people that are in it for the craft.
Just like DJs, harder
and
harder
DJs
to find professional DJs. Everybody buys a laptop, fucking, you know, and thinks and
nice headphones.
Yeah. And what's fucked up is they're going to the club DJing for a drink pass and a hookah, like, you know what I'm saying, fucking up the market, like lowballing everybody. And it's messing up the game. You know?
It's hard for the talented people to get paid when there's like a bunch of people out there
who are just doing it for the clout, you know?
I feel you.
Trash.
I agree.
But
Sucks.
what do the photographers, like, how do they slide in your DMs? Yo, let's shoot. Like, is that the...
You know, it's kind of crazy because I feel like a lot of photographers don't realize how like pervy they sound. Like I had a photographer that asked me to shoot and then like 2 days later responded to a picture that I posted saying I would use your butt as a pillow. And it's like,
fam, you already like crossed the line of this should be business.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm
like
saying. Like, how am I supposed to feel comfortable when you just said something like that to me?
But
like,
I'm glad you know to cut someone like that off right away.
Oh, I
you know what I'm
blocked
saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Then there's photographers that like when they get followings, they get a little bougie. And there was this photographer that gave me like an ultimatum. And he's like, we shoot this weekend or never again. Like if we don't shoot this weekend, I'm going to block your number. And I blocked his number and never talked to him again.
Pinga, fuck out of here.
And it's like, bro, if I got stories.
Yeah. How's because you got an OnlyFans, right?
Yes, I do. I have 2 OnlyFans.
2?
Yeah, I have a free page and a paid page. Throwing in promo for myself.
Okay, that's fucking lit.
Yeah.
My homegirl just bought a car with her OnlyFans money.
I believe it. I'm about to buy a house with the OnlyFans.
Yeah, for
money.
real?
Yeah.
Damn, talk your shit. That's
for
what's
real.
up.
Like, usually...
How many months? How long have you had it?
Oh, I've been on OnlyFans since 2018. The thing is...
Shit.
Yeah, the thing is I don't... Like, I post, like, my BTS on it. I have 7,000 posts on my OnlyFans. And it's, like, pictures of me modeling since I started. So it's a lot of, like...
So
content.
nothing is anything nude?
I do implied nudity, which a lot of people don't know what that means. But basically, it's like when you're nude, but you can't see anything. So I'm nude, but like you
Covered
can't
up.
see my nipples and you can't see my vag. You're not going to see my vag on there.
Yeah. I mean, okay, true. So how many subscribers do you have?
So on the paid page, it usually varies like every month.
I don't want to get in your pockets. Like, I don't know if you mind me asking
I
you
don't
how
mind
much.
sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an open book. I don't mind. I don't like to flex. Like, I really
Okay.
don't like to like say how much money I make.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like to let people get an idea of how much money these girls are making.
Well, you could talk your shit on my podcast. So
That's the thing. People are so quick to talk shit about like girls exposing their bodies. You have no idea like how much money girls are making on this shit.
How many subscribers do you have?
So on my paid page, I usually vary between 700 and 1,000 paid subscribers. They're at $19.99 a month.
Okay, so I'm using my homeboy's numbers, and I have a homeboy who has 700 followers, and they each pay $20 a month. So he's making like 14 grand a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's good.
That's safe to say that's your ballpark.
Does he do porn?
No, but he's a heterosexual guy. But most of his following is gay men. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just pointing it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad that.
And he's not naked, and he's only
not?
in boxers, 6-pack with a pillow covering himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nothing is naked.
You know, props to him though.
Yeah.
I'm glad that a dude is actually using OnlyFans to make money. More dudes should do that.
Nah, but I don't think I don't think women want to subscribe to OnlyFans for men. You know, like.
Yeah, it would be for gay men.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Actually.
Because I'm sure there's women that are equivalent to these men that are signing up that are lonely and in the middle of Boca Luca, Idaho or some shit.
I'm trying to think like if I would subscribe to a guy's OnlyFans, low-key, if I thought he was fine.
I don't know. Do women lust like men? Because this isn't a conversation I've had as well. And it's women think that, yo, men are just appreciating my body, and no, they're lusting after you. Like, that's what they're doing. And I don't think that happens in reverse. I don't think women are going to subscribe to.
Yeah, we don't look at men and play with ourselves.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, I'm sure you have a gazillion dick pics in your DM. Like, is not.
For sure. If you send me a dick pic, I'll block you. So you
click on that block button. I see you're trigger happy with that block button.
I actually love the new restrict button because, like,
damn, what is that?
When you restrict somebody, basically anything that they comment to you, anything that they write to you, you can't see it, and they don't know that you can't see it. So it's kind of like you block them, but they don't know that you blocked them. But like anything that they write to you, you're not gonna be able to see it.
Yo, I'm trying to find a way to like get certain people, like family members, to not see my story. How do I do that?
You can hide your story
yeah,
you have to go to their profile.
But what if it's certain posts? You know how like you could have close friends and there's certain people that could see your post if you put them on close friends?
Yeah.
I wish there was the opposite, and it was like a red circle, and it would be the certain people that you exempt from that post.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. Not from certain posts. Like you'd have to ban them from your story like altogether.
Yeah. I'm here with Desy Gato. She's single, but she's not available. You're just dealing with somebody right now.
I'm really not even that. I just feel like I just want to explore myself. Like I've never lived alone. I've never like...
But you're single.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just...
That's what's up. So you live alone now?
Yeah. I guess I was trying to say that I'm not available because of somebody else. I'm not...
You're not looking.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're single.
Exactly.
And you're just here having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So, and you just moved out? How's that life been?
Well, I moved back into my parents' house because I was living with a significant other.
Oh.
Yeah, I was living in Wynwood too. Like, that was the best.
Damn, just as soon as you wake up to get coffee, just crackheads right at your door. That must be amazing.
I was in Design District. So it was
okay. You were like more Midtownish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love Midtown.
Nah, it's a vibe. That's what's up. Yeah. So, but like you said, be clear. You're making that house money on OnlyFans.
Yes,
so that's the next move?
So I wanted to get my first property. Mm-hmm. Like, I've been saving up for a really long time. So I want to get my first place. So I
think soon is going to be the ideal time to buy. Like, I hope with this election, hopefully the market goes down a little bit. You know what I mean? And it becomes more of a buyer's market.
For sure.
That might happen. Shit. We here. I'm with Desy. I just got random questions, yo. Let's see. Are you familiar with the whole Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion thing?
I am. I've been following it because I love Meg.
Okay, so how do you feel about it? And then I'll tell you how I feel about it. Okay, let me ask you this. Is Tory Lanez on your shit list right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't want to immediately cancel him.
So he's on the shit list, but he's not canceled.
For now, he's on the shit list.
That's funny because that's exactly where I stand with it as well.
Yeah.
So explain to me,
because I immediately, when the news first hit, I believed her. I was ready to cancel him. Mm-hmm. But recently her best friend came out, the person that was actually there, the third party, and she said that things actually did happen a lot more what Tory mentioned, which I don't even know what it was that he mentioned because I didn't watch his live. I didn't see anything. Or it was his album. I didn't want to give him any streams, so I didn't listen to his album. So that had me a little weird. You see? So,
we're on the same page so far, that's why.
Yeah. So I didn't want to give him any streams, so I didn't listen to it. But also, I'm not sure that there's anything he could say to justify shooting her. I'm thinking that maybe it was he must have been so drunk that it was an accident. And even then, I'm not sure that's justifiable.
That friend said he didn't do it, or he did do it?
She said that his story was actually pretty accurate. That was what she said. I don't know what his story was. I didn't listen to the album.
So for me, when I have to take Tory Lanez to court in my mind, right? He has two offenses, right? The first offense is shooting Meg Thee Stallion. You shot a woman, right? Women and kids, you keep it out. I put women and kids in the same category. You protect the women and the children, right? So shooting a woman, that's a felony. And if I can convict you of shooting a woman, you're canceled to me. You're
period.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as a DJ, I have a do not playlist in my mind, right? Because I DJ for 1,000 people. So you say you don't want to give them streams. I don't want to give them spins when I'm in the club. Even if you have a hot record, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But you have to be convicted in my mind, right? R. Kelly convicted. Everything deleted out of my Serato. I'll never play R. Kelly.
100%.
6ix9ine deleted everything out of my Serato. You're guilty in my mind. I can never. You go against what I stand for morally. I can't
Support.
see. And it's a question I ask to people, regular people listening, and other DJs. Can you separate art from character? Right? Like some people, they don't care what they do in their personal life and what their character is like. As long as the music is good, I'm fucking with it. I can't roll like that.
I can't do
if
that
you do
either.
clown shit on the side, it's gonna affect how I support your music. It's gonna affect the way I listen to your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So R. Kelly automatically on that list. You can't justify. There's nothing he can do. 6ix9ine on that list. So then this happened, and now I gotta be like, damn, Tory Lanez shot a woman. Now he's in court. You know what I mean? And he has 2 offenses. Did he shoot a woman? First offense. I can't prove it. You're innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. He's saying he didn't do it, and we have no proof. So you're innocent until proven guilty. I cannot convict you of that. Right?
Yep.
So in my mind, you're clear. Now, if more news comes out and I can prove, we have proof and evidence that you shot her, you're canceled. You're done to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
I would delete all his music.
Facts.
Like all of it.
But we can't let emotion fuel us in making this decision. We don't have proof, right?
Exactly.
So your second offense is, which rubbed me the wrong way, is being silent for 3 months and then releasing an album, right? That's the first thing you roll out to the public with, is an album after someone has been shot, right? To me, that was very distasteful. That was like some clown shit to me. So
he's literally profiting off of shooting a woman.
Well, we can't say he shot her, right?
Well, you're right.
But profiting off the accusation is wrong to me.
Yeah.
Right? So he came, but he thought of the strategy to make it right too late. He dropped the album, then he thought of the strategy to say proceeds are going to this foundation.
That was too late. Yeah.
Exactly. You can't. What he should have done, right, is he should have came out on IG Live, whatever, and said, yo, because I get it. Artists and people in his camp have said to me, yo, but he expresses himself through music.
Yeah.
I get that. As a creative, I get that, right? So that's fine that you dropped the album, but you have to first roll out an IG Live and say, yo, there's a lot of emotions tied to this. I'm going to address this, but I only feel comfortable doing so in musical form. And just know that the proceeds to this whole album are going to whatever charity, women, even pay her medical bills. I know she can afford it, but as a man, that's some ill shit to do. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't shoot her, you were the man in this situation, you know, and you're looking out for the women, and do that. That's an honorable thing to do, you know? Take all that money and donate, make sure she's good, you know?
That would have changed the entire tone.
The narrative. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But they thought of that strategy too late, you know? And so when it comes to that offense, you're guilty. That was some clown shit. But is that a felony? Is that enough for me to cancel you and not listen to your music or play it anymore?
Yeah.
Nah. The felony, I can't prove yet. If you shot her, you're on the cancel list for me, right? But as of now, with that conviction, that second offense, I can't put you in that category. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure that he's ever going to come out and say anything. You know that? I feel like he just used the album to say whatever he was going to say. I don't think he's going to ever say anything.
So let me ask you this. Do you think the public canceled him?
Nah.
Because let me tell you something. I'll tell you this. And this is something I'm 90% sure. When he dropped his album, everybody on the Shade Room comments and the Baller Alert comments are going in on him. I'm 90% sure he has bots that are that are like sticking up for him, and all the bots are liking the post so it goes to the top, like to damage control, you know, to balance out the comments that want to cancel him, right?
His PR is working extra hard.
That's a big fact, you know?
Yeah.
So
I didn't even think about that, but that's actually a pretty big possibility.
I noticed it. There was too many people like it, and it looked fake. Like I could tell Instagram bots. Like I could tell like when shit is not looking right, you know?
God damn
But
it.
so I can't cancel him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What would you do if in the next 3 months he still hasn't came out and said anything?
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think the public has canceled him? Do you think it's going to be quiet for him moving forward?
No, because I feel like so many celebrities have done so many shitty things and they don't really get... If 50 Cent hasn't been canceled by now, I don't think...
What did 50 Cent do, though? Like, what felonies does he have?
Well, no, he hasn't shot any women.
He hasn't done the R. Kelly. He hasn't, there's no...
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like there's no like you could do funny shit to people. You know, like those aren't felonies. You know, like what for me to for you to get canceled, you have to be the Epsteins, like the dudes who come out and for me, and I think I've said this before, but like the lowest thing you could do is rape or sexual assault, right? That's lower than murder to me. I could find a way, as crazy as this sounds, right? I could find a way to justify murder, right? If you do something to my family or you do something,
to your children, or
right?
anything.
I could find a way in a very small amount of situations to justify murder, right? Rape is you can't justify it, no matter what. It's unjustifiable. It's the scummiest, lowest thing a man can do, right? So R. Kelly is in the pits of like hell to me. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing he can do. 6ix9ine, not as crazy as R. Kelly, but he's on the do not play list for me. He portrayed something, a certain lifestyle, a certain character he portrayed, and when you portray a character like that, you inherit certain codes and shit that you have to live by. And if you're gonna violate those codes and snitch, yeah, a regular civilian could snitch. They're not in the street life. They're not. But if you're going to portray this and you do that, then you can't have your cake and eat it too and think people are going to fuck with you. It's quiet for him too. Like, he can't get New York on his back right now. Like, he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tory Lanez is not as bad as neither of those, So it's like, he's on the fence. Like, so.
And there was also that little tiny fact where he had texted Megan and told her like that he was too drunk or something like that he had gotten too drunk.
I don't know if that helps your case with me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you're drunk, sober, you shoot someone, you shoot a female.
Oh, no, I don't mean it because it helps the case. I just feel like that kind of like he, how do you say it? Like, he put himself on blast. Like, if you're saying you're too drunk, you obviously know you did something wrong.
Facts.
So I'm going to give him a little bit more time.
Yeah,
and
tough.
Then before I completely cancel him.
Okay.
When I cancel people, I get passionate. Like, I will unfollow you.
Damn, you like posting unfollow?
I'll take your music. I won't comment. I hate when people do that. You ever have people that are like, I have to unfollow you because of this? I had a troll that I did a story in Spanish, and I had a troll that was like, this is America. You need to speak fucking English. What? And he's like, I'm going to unfollow you. I'm like, what? Bye.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Like, what the hell?
Yo, I'm like, but that's good that you have that type of awareness, Yeah. Like, cause I'm sure like with everyone in your comments, all the DMs you get, like, I feel like no person should have that much information thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it gets to people's head. Like, you seem very level-headed for someone, who has 1 million followers that is probably getting 50 DMs a day, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I get a lot of DMs. I try not to look through them too much. Actually, I want to have a new segment on my podcast where like I have my co-hosts read my DMs because some of them are
that's fucking lit.
Some of them are fucking crazy, bro. Like, and a lot of them are dick pics. So I don't really look through them too much. I feel like if you want to contact me, if you're a brand or like if it's something serious, you'll email me. Like if you're professional, you're going to email me. So I don't really look through my messages too much anymore.
What you got to do is just like, when someone sends you a dick pic, just send a dick pic back.
Yo, people are brutal too. Like, I've had a lot of hate messages. I feel like that's something that not a lot of models talk about too. Like,
really? I didn't know. I had no idea.
What?
Like, hate? What does hate messages mean? Like, just dudes that are mad that you're not talking to them, so they're like having emotional outbursts?
Oh my God. Yeah, but in a lot of different ways. So some dudes are mad at you because they've messaged you every single day for 2 years and you never answer. So they finally blow up and they're like, fuck you, you're a stupid bitch, you're full of yourself, all this shit. And then there's like dudes that are like, I can't believe you're showing your ass on the internet. Like, you're a fucking slut. Like, you're not going to amount to anything. And like, they just hate on you because you're in a bikini. Yeah. Like, you're never going to find a husband.
That's
like,
them. That's their energy. They're projecting their energy on you. You know what I'm saying? They're so frustrated, whether it's with life, whether it's sexually frustrated, and their lust has got them to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's them projecting their fucking issues,
For sure. And I have a lot of model friends too. Like, I know the kind of DMs that we all get. Like, I have friends that have 1 million, 2 million followers, and like, people be telling us to kill ourselves and shit.
What?
Yeah, like it gets really ugly, and a lot of people don't really know about that.
But it's important. But it's very important that you know that, like I said, that's their issues.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with you. Like,
I don't take it personal anymore.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm here with Desy Gato. Is there any other questions you have? If you want to get more in your interview bag.
Well, you see, like when I usually come up with questions, I go through this whole like FBI investigation where I have to like stalk all your social media and your YouTube, and I have to like really.
Are you the stalker girlfriend?
I used to be.
What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
I used to be fucking crazy. I'm very embarrassed.
You said that very serious, and you almost scared me right there when you said that. So, yo, you looked at me in the eye when you said I used to be fucking crazy.
No, I just feel like there's some people that bring crazy out of you, and like I've just become mentally stable like in the last couple years. So I learned a lot through like my old relationships, and like I used to be that psycho girlfriend. Like I need to have your password to everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but then I realized.
Is it trust issues that you had? Like, have you dealt with like infidelity and people cheating, or?
No, it was because I was always the one that was the flirt. Like I'm always the one that's doing, because usually when like people attack you, it's because they feel guilty because they're doing it. So I had to really like come through like a self-realization where I realized that I was the problem. Like I couldn't trust anyone because I wasn't trustworthy in a relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were the one who was more inclined to cheat.
Yes, I was. Not cheat really, but I wouldn't go out and like kiss someone or whatever, but with like the texting and like being friendly, like I wouldn't go out and cheat on someone like kissing another man or anything like that. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Is that wrong?
I feel like
to be the person who, because I have to. I mean, and it's I guess good for me that I could blame this on my career and my job, but I have to like talk to women, you know what I'm saying? For my podcast, I have to talk to women to come to the club for the table to make sales happen and to connect dots, you know what I'm saying? So that's something I have to do. But I think to be friendly. But I think that's someone exactly. There's nothing wrong with being friendly with people, like having friends of different sexes,
Yeah, but I just feel like I would do things I wasn't supposed to. Like I would talk to guys that I knew liked me, and like I shouldn't be entertaining dudes that like me. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You were leading them on.
Yeah, dudes are really nice to me when they like me,
Yo, what's the most amount of money someone cash apped you?
Wow. Actually, nobody really cash apps me, but on OnlyFans, the highest tip I've ever gotten is $500.
Oh shit.
That was for like doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like he just tipped me $500 because I don't even know what happened to him, because I feel like shortly after that he disappeared.
Oh shit.
But yeah. I love OnlyFans. That's like the best thing ever created. Yeah. Like I feel like if you can have your boundaries, like if
because at the end of the day, your moral line is you're not showing your nipples, you're not showing any private parts, right? Yeah. So you can live with yourself. You can sleep at night, right? Knowing
I can sleep at night knowing that there's still something that I saved for my husband. Like there's still something for my man that he can feel special because nobody else has seen me that way. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. Like that's dope that you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Because that's important to men.
Yeah. And I can see why, know? I don't like talk shit about other people that do it. Like you can do your own thing. But for me personally, I feel like I'm in the sweet spot. Like I'm showing enough skin to make a really good amount of money, but I don't cross my own boundaries where I'm like uncomfortable, or if something, people don't leak my shit because there's nothing to leak because I don't really show too much. So I feel like I'm in a really good place with OnlyFans.
How do you create your content? Do you make sure you put a certain amount of content out per week? Do you use one photographer, videographer? Do you switch it up? How do you decide how your content works?
So as far as content, I'm months ahead. Like I got content right now for like February of next year.
Oh, so that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm very ahead because I dated a photographer. So we were shooting 24/7.
Oh, shit.
I have pictures from years ago that nobody's ever seen.
And what's crazy is that no one would even know if it's new or old.
Well, my body fluctuates. I'm a little thicker now,
Right, but I'm saying, okay, I guess. But I'm saying no one would really notice unless you're showing pictures of yourself now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess you have your podcast so people would know, but
it's not too much of a big difference. So you're right. I could post really old pictures, and I do sometimes. Like I do post. But I shoot. For a long time I shot with one photographer. Recently I've been like living my best life and shooting. Shooting with multiple photographers, and I've gotten back some like really dope work. I haven't even put it out yet.
Is it only video? I mean, only photos, or you do videos as well?
I don't actually know that many videographers, funny enough. Like, I wish I knew more. I know this one, but he's from LA. A lot of like dope people are from LA.
Yeah, that's where the game is at, you know?
Yeah, and now with coronavirus, like, I just haven't really been, like, unless I know you, then I don't really want to meet new people.
I feel you. Yeah, how do you decide? Because you're taking like, you know, it must have been ideal that your photographer was your boyfriend at a time, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to get with a photographer who's like comfortable seeing you naked, right? Basically.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have a group chat with like a bunch of models, and we all give each other reviews on all the photographers that we've worked with. So we like spill the tea.
I feel like the most important thing is like, he's not a creep. Like that's like has to be like the most.
Well, he's not a creep, and that he actually gives you pictures.
That's what I was gonna say, because there's probably photographers who are really dope, but they're a little creepy. You know, and then there's probably photographers that aren't as good, but their creep level is low. It's like a creep to like quality ratio that you gotta like flirt with.
Dude, I went to a photo shoot once with my man, and the photographer hit on me at the shoot that I was with my man. Like, these photographers, they're savage. Like, they have like no respect. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Yo, like I said, some of these are just fake photographers that just got a camera, and they'll be like, some of these chicks are going like into the woods in the middle of nowhere. A photographer will just be like, yo, go in this closet. Let me take a picture. Or fucking climb in the fridge and I'm going to take a picture of you in the refrigerator. Like what?
Some of these photographers are living their best life. They buy a camera, and some of them are talented. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of these photographers, they get pussy and they take great pictures.
Yeah.
And they just make OnlyFans content, and they're like shooting with these models and like actually like doing them. Like they're fucking them, and they're uploading they're living their best life. Like,
so how do you like, you pay the photographers obviously per shoot? Like, because you guys are making a lot of money, right? I would hope that you're like at least looking out for the photographers and shit, right? Like,
true story. I've never paid for a shoot in my life, but that was because of my boyfriend. Like, my boyfriend was a photographer, and he got me into photography. So he got me into modeling. So like, I didn't do it before him. So like, I was with him for the 3 years, and then, you know, like, now is when I'm really starting to experiment, and I go based off of reviews. Like, I ask all my model friends about their reviews. They're like, photographer turnaround times. Like, I don't want to shoot with you, and then you don't give me pictures until 6 months later. Like, I'm a whole different bitch in 6 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Like, that style isn't even in anymore. Like, I don't even know what I was wearing.
I got a different hair color. Like, I might be thicker, I might be thinner. Like, you know. So,
damn, that's crazy.
But,
okay, we here. So I got Desy here. She's single, ready to mingle, but she's not looking. So how does a guy even approach you? Are you automatically closed off to DMs? Like, guys hitting you in the DM?
Actually, funny enough, now that I'm like single, I've actually been looking at some of, like, you know, when you look through your DMs when you're scrolling and you see someone's picture kind of stand out.
That the little dot, the little freaking dot, you'll be like, oh shit, he's fine.
That's your chance. Right there. Yeah. Like, if your dot is...
But you know you can't trust a picture. You know? Like, that's one thing I've learned with women is you cannot trust picture. Even men, right? Like, he could look great and he's 5'3".
But that gets you a window. Like, because I'm going to follow you and look at your... Or if you're private, I'll follow you. If not, then I'm going to look...
You're going to stalk without...
But you know, okay. It like, I'll look through your stuff and I'll be like, hey, you cute. And then I'll answer. If you're not cute, then I'm not going to answer. But yeah, I just look at the little thing. Like, the thing is, I get so many DMs that the chances of me even seeing your DM, like, slim to none.
Dang.
And to be honest, I'm kind of like introverted, so I don't go out much. So I wish I could.
So you're not like a club girl?
Oh, no, definitely not. I've been to a club like maybe 3 times my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I went to my first club 2 years ago.
Oh, shit. Wait, but how old are you?
23.
23, and you told me you don't drink.
I don't drink.
And then you told me you were going to tell me why you don't drink.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I drink 1 beer or 10. I will end up in the toilet throwing up my life.
Really?
Like, yes. I turn into a monster when I'm drunk. I like...
You mean you just get sick easy?
I do get sick easy, but on top of that, I just get... Like, I turn into a loosey-goosey. Like, no. I just like... I don't know.
I mean, that's called letting go and having fun, no? You must have... It must be some different type of shit for you to like not want to drink. Like it's that crazy.
Bro, I've done some questionable things while drunk. Like when
Tell
I was
me about them. This is Miami on the rocks.
oh my god, I'm about to spill tea. When I was in high school, like I would go to parties and stuff, and like I had a group of friends, and this specific group of friends, we would always hang out together. So we would get drunk, and like I've gone skinny dipping while I was drunk.
What?
Like things I just wouldn't do if I was sober.
This was in high school?
While I was in high school, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we would like, you know, one of my friends had like a really nice house with a big pool. He was always having Gettys there, so we would like
Everyone would be
there.
wild, like orgy type shit?
Not orgy, like, but yeah, everyone would end up hooking up at the end of the night.
Have you had a threesome before?
I had one threesome. It was a poor excuse for a threesome though.
Why? What happened?
It was with 2 other girls. None of us came. It was like
It's just 3 girls.
3 girls, yeah.
Oh shit, yo, I've never heard of that. This is ding, ding, ding. This is like breaking news right here. Everyone who I've talked to about their threesome, I've never heard of a 3-girl threesome. That's crazy.
Well, you see, I was drunk when it happened, and I wouldn't have had the balls to do that if I wasn't drunk.
Shit. I was gonna say, do you like women?
I do. I find women very attractive. Yeah.
Okay, but you've never slept with one.
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay. But one-on-one, not the threesome.
One-on-one, yeah.
Gotcha.
The threesome, like, it was, I hate to even call it that because I feel like it was so short-lived. We were so lost. We didn't know what to do. We needed, like, a leader, like someone that knew what they were doing.
Like a guy with 2 girls. Or
Not
3
even.
girls.
Like, if it was another girl that had been in a threesome before
and can
and,
lead.
like, right. Like, we were just kind of, like, awkward, like not knowing what to do, you know? And we were so young. I was like 15, bro. What was I even doing? Like,
jeez.
I don't know, bro.
And since then, you haven't had a threesome?
No, that was my one
because
and
you were
only.
in relationships?
Yes, correct.
And that was nothing you thought about doing in a relationship?
Actually, yeah. One of the boyfriends that I had would have been down to have like a threesome or a three-way relationship. Like we were
a whole relationship. And you're down for that?
We were willing to have a 3-way relationship.
That's what's up.
It's weird because I would only be willing to do that with him. Like I wouldn't have been willing to do that with any of my other exes.
Got you. And can I ask you a question? You tell me if this is true. What is unique about him is that he had the best dick?
No.
So, okay. So what quality, it wasn't that his sex was the best. What quality about him made him eligible for you to be open to that?
Bro, I wouldn't even know how to explain it. Like, I just felt like I could trust him with my eyes closed. Like,
so it was a trust thing.
I guess it was a secure thing too. Like, I knew that he wasn't the type of guy that was gonna allow another woman to be in our relationship and then replace me with her. Like,
oh, okay, that makes sense.
It was a security thing. Like,
so you guys already had a very tight bond.
Yes.
And bringing another girl, you knew it would be like a team.
Yeah. And it would be like she was our dessert type of thing. Like we were
that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like we were gonna do a 3-way relationship. Like we were gonna look for a girl that we actually like could develop feelings for and like travel with and like grow up and shit. But it never happened.
That's dope. So, okay, and would you have to pick the girl? Like, how does this work? Like, if you were gonna have a threesome with your man, how do the rules work for you?
I don't know if I would have to pick the girl, but I would have to like her.
You'd have to be attracted to her.
Yeah.
What's your type?
Oh man, dark hair and light eyes.
Okay, dark hair and light eyes.
Dark hair, light eyes.
Are you a boobs girl, ass girl?
Skin.
Does it matter?
I'm a boobs girl for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real or fake? Does it matter? Real.
I prefer real.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like they just hang different.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
No, forget it. I didn't start appreciating boobs until I got like 29, 30.
Until you had seen a few pair and you were like...
No, is that even women that I've had, like, you know, I've had a couple of my exes, you know, had big boobs. They were top heavy and I didn't appreciate it enough because I was just younger and I only cared about ass really.
Yeah.
You know, like...
So now you're a boobs guy.
I'm still ass, but I can... Because before I would just say boobs are like a bonus. It's like back cameras in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need them, you know what I mean? But if you have them, you get, oh shit, I got cameras. Like you get used to the backlight camera, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But so what's your favorite physical? Okay, so as far as women go, you like dark hair, light eyes.
Light eyes,
big
fair
boobs.
skin, big boobs. Oh my god, yes.
Got you. Okay.
I actually like thick girls too. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, I'd rather take like a thicker girl than a skinnier girl. You know?
For sure.
There's nothing like when bones are hitting you, like that shit is not the way.
I just need something to like squish, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you equate that same thinking to men? Like what you're like, do you have to have a guy who, or you'll fuck with the skinny bony guy?
My taste in men is completely opposite.
I was gonna ask you. So what's your?
I like chocolate men.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite attribute on a guy? Is it arms? Is it hair? Is it?
I guess what like is the most like impresionante, like how do you say that, like what gives like the most impression is like broad shoulders.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, when he has like a nice chest and
Height?
broad shoulders. Height's not really a thing. Like you gotta be 5'8" minimum. Like I'm 5'6". Come on.
Damn, 5'8" is small.
Yeah, I'm
so
not
now
like,
if you wear heels, you're taller than him.
I don't wear heels. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, you don't go to the club. You don't wear heels.
I wear heels to work. Like I'm a realtor and and I'm a recruiter also. So I do go into an office setting and I can look professional and stuff. But if I don't have to,
yeah.
And like the same thing goes with makeup. Like I hate wearing makeup, and which is ironic because I'm a model. But like if I want to do my makeup, I'm gonna do it minimally, unless it's for a photo shoot. Then.
So if you don't like go to the club, what do you do to have fun? Like do you don't drink and you don't go out?
I'm gonna say some really dorky shit right now, but
you read.
I paint.
Okay.
I play Nintendo.
Okay.
I work. Like I'm gonna say that I work like 50 hours a week.
Okay, but on the weekends or whenever you're
like
off
what I do
at
for
nighttime,
fun.
do you with your friend you go out? Like how do you like?
I prefer like having friends over or
Gotcha.
going to like a friend's house. I love going out to restaurants, like to go have a drink at a restaurant and eat. I just don't like the whole bar and club setting because I'm a little paranoid. But I like to go out to
What do you mean,
dance.
like just anxious, anxiety?
Bro, I've had a couple weird experiences. Like I feel like I've been followed. I've had a guy come up to me and ask to take a picture with me, and he like pretended to be a fan. He's like, "Oh my God, are you Desy Gato?" And then like he took a picture with me, and then on IG, I guess he thought I wouldn't see it, so he added me to some group chat, and he sent the picture of us, and he was like, "Oh look, I saw this bitch last night." Like he started talking mad shit about me. So now I'm like, what? Like, so the whole
You're
thing,
still young. You're 23. You said.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, the whole thing about going out, I'm like, I don't know. I think also I've had shitty experiences because like my first time at a strip club, I went to like some super ratchet hood rat like strip club, and it was like not fun. It was just not what I thought it was gonna be. My car got broken into while I was there. So
oh yeah, so you're like you have trauma.
Yeah,
like you have going out trauma.
I have too many bad experiences. But like Wynwood, for example, I like going out and dancing at Wynwood. There's a place called 1-800-Lucky.
Of course.
I love going there. Like the music's always good, and I've been to Dirty Rabbit and a couple.
So
other
how do
places.
we, now that you're single and that you're leading your new life, how do we get you to come to Brick on a Saturday when I'm DJing?
I'll go to
take
Brickell.
care of you. I'll make sure I'll you could be next to the DJ booth. I'll rope you off so none of the vultures could get to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll make like a little section and shit.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. Bring a couple friends.
That's my thing too. Like I have girls, like I have model friends, you know, like I have girls to go out with, but I don't know. We party at each other's houses.
Okay. Hey, that's lit. So no, we'll take you to Brick and I'll make sure you're good. No one will bother you. You'll have your own section, have fun. Like you're single. You're not tied down anymore, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not used to nightlife either. So like I'll probably take a Red Bull around 2 a.m. when I feel myself knocking out.
And you won't drink?
I won't drink. That'll make me knock out. Like alcohol makes me sleepy. It makes me tired. Like, oh my God, no. It's so bad. But if you give me a joint, I'll be good.
Okay, you're more of a smoker.
I'm a stoner for sure.
Smoking paint.
Yeah, smoking paint. It's actually really like for the quarantine, I got into painting and it was really good for my mental health.
Hell yeah, that's important. It takes you out of your mind, you know?
For sure. And I've realized that I like drawing. Like I would draw and then I would paint what I had drawn, and like I really realized how much I loved it. Damn,
you gotta show me some of your shit. You should make an art OnlyFans, a painting OnlyFans, and upload your shit. I
do videos of myself while I'm painting. I'll be in like some cute little outfit or something, and then I'll sell that shit.
Hey, do you do the per post on OnlyFans?
Perk post?
Per post, like where it's like they pay the subscription in, and there's a certain post you put a lock on it, and they have to pay more to see it.
Yeah, that's the free page. Like when girls say they have a free page, nothing is free. Everything is locked.
Yeah,
and like
this. I would never subscribe to an OnlyFans, yo.
I know a lot of guys that say the same thing.
I might edit this out because I've said this in like so many different episodes, but I don't judge the women for making OnlyFans. I could never like judge a female, get your money, but who I will judge are the men who sign up.
Yeah.
Because all those men are cornballs. Like honestly, I could really confidently say that 90% of them are. There's a lot of men. Most men, unfortunately, are lonely. I forget the stat, but the top 20% of men fuck 80% of the women.
Wow.
Right. So women want alpha males. So what happens is that leaves a big portion of men with no sex life. You know what I'm saying? And those are the men that are signing up. So
I gotta tell you, there's a lot of men that are married on OnlyFans. Like they are not getting enough from their partner, whether it's emotional, whether it's sexual. They're like, and let me tell you, like the best simps, because that's what they are. The best simps are the lonely ones, like the ones that will pay you to have a conversation.
Well, I think all of them are lonely. Let me be clear.
Well, yeah, you're right. Of course.
All of them are lonely, right? That's a common denominator between all of them. But yeah, it's interesting that you say some of them are married.
Yeah, they are.
That's crazy.
And then like it's funny too because I'll have somebody be like want to buy like a calendar from me, but they'll ask me for discreet shipping, or they'll ask me to like put it under someone else's name because their wife will see it, and it's like
holy shit.
And then I've gotten men that like take pictures of their rooms and they're like man caves, and then they've got my posters all over the place.
What? Yo, you don't get creeped out?
Nah, it puts money in my pocket. Like
yeah, nah.
You know, if it was,
you just gotta hope you don't like meet any of them. You don't meet. Do you meet them a lot?
That would be super creepy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, if it was from Miami, it would creep me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Are most of your people from Miami, or what is the most?
No,
is it
actually,
spread out. What is your biggest market? Your biggest city?
It's between California, New York. I get a lot of like it's random. Like I get from this. Recently, like 2 nights ago, I got one from Slovakia. Like some
random ass shit.
Ordered my calendar from Slovakia, but I'll get random, super random places. The Miami ones do freak me out a little bit, but they don't really happen often. I feel like a lot of people in Miami don't really know me, actually.
I mean, I would say that. I would say that's a fact because you're not in the scene. You don't go out. You're out of the mix. You know.
Yeah, I'm super weird.
But there's. I mean. And this is what's good too is that you're making so much money on OnlyFans that I was gonna say there's clubs that'll pay you to pull up.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like that's a bag that you're leaving on the table, but it's nothing in comparison to what you're making on OnlyFans. So it's probably not even worth for you to like be. That makes your rate more in the club life. You could probably get more money from them because you don't go out. You know what I'm saying? If you do, for example, I'll give you an example. If you go to the club once a year for your birthday and you go to a club and you're like, look, I'm Desy Gato, I got 1 million followers, this many OnlyFans, these are my stats, what kind of deal can you work out? You could get a big bag because you say, yo, I only do my birthday once a year, I don't do anything else, I'm not in these clubs every week, I never go out, and you could get a big bag like that.
Yo,
when's your birthday?
January 5th.
We can make a fake birthday, it's cool. Yo, but like we could like, we'll talk after this, and we could get a bag, and all you would have to do is show up to the club with a couple of your homegirls. You get a free bottle, and you don't have to drink. You could drink fucking Sprite. Your homegirls could get lit and drink all the liquor for you, and you'll make a bag.
For my birthday this year, before quarantine happened, I took like 35 people with me to a club, and what they paid me was shit, and I was really upset. But the promoter.
Where was it?
Was it Mokai?
Mokai.
It was Mokai. It was Mokai. The experience was okay. Like it wasn't a bad experience, but like I went in there thinking I was gonna get paid like $500, $400.
No. That's what these regular chicks that have 100,000 followers, like you have 1 million. So, damn, I'm like talking like your agent and shit. Like yo,
you wanna
like you? Hey, I got you. We could get to the bag, like.
You know what? Like, because here's the thing. I like to hustle like I'm broke. So if I know that I'm going to get like an opportunity that's going to make me a good amount of money, like if you're saying I could get a bag if I want to go out clubbing like twice a month, is that realistic? Or is that not realistic?
Yeah. But I'm saying the less you do it, the higher your value is.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because you're going less. You're right.
Right. So you could do it frequently and the bag will be, you'll be more exposed to the market. But what makes you unique is that most people with 1 million followers, most women in Miami with 1 million followers, they're in the club a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
really?
I feel like I would think so.
Would I meet other models going to the
You
club?
have like a mystique, like as far as the scene goes in the mix, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could probably, you know, once a month, once a quarter, just do that.
I feel you. Man, too bad. I feel like men look at me and I'm such a lie because like for some reason men like think that when you have a big ass you like anal. Like no, that's not a thing. I don't even like French kissing.
I mean, you went from anal to French kissing. Like that's two different. I don't like anal either. Like I'm not into that. Like
I don't know. I just feel
maybe
like
once in a while I'll put the thumb in the butt while I'm hitting it from the back, but that's once, 2 times a year, 3 times a year. You know, I'm not really into like that type of shit, you know?
yeah, I
But
don't know.
it's crazy. Like I'd rather eat ass than put my thumb in, and it doesn't make sense to me. But anyway.
We went from clubbing to
Yeah,
eating
yo,
ass.
you just brought up anal out of nowhere, like, and I didn't even realize it. You like threw me off.
Because I could just imagine, like, I don't like going out or clubbing because I don't want people to look at me. I don't want people to approach me. Like, I like being low key and having a good time with my girls. I don't like to feel like I'm being watched. And
Yeah.
I get that a lot when I go out. And I hate that that sounds like super,
No, that's a
like I'm
fact.
full of myself. But, you know, I like
Yeah.
to dress cute. I got
Yeah.
a big butt. So
Yeah.
I don't like to be looked at. And I feel like when guys look at me or they see a girl with my body or with like a big ass, they make so many assumptions about, or especially when like we model and we're half
Yeah.
naked, they make assumptions about how sexual you
Right.
are, or how open you are, or loose.
You know all those guys that the simps or those guys that you're talking about that are looking at you, like when I see you, I see like, yo, how can we make money from off these simps? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like women and beauty is common. I'm from Miami. I see beauty every single day. Like getting women is easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a DM away. But when I see somebody that I can make money with, that's like has the right mentality, because a lot of these girls that have your type of following, they're not about the bag. They're about the clout.
Yeah.
They want to be with celebrities. They want to look good. You know what I'm saying? They're
For
not
sure.
into like the business aspect of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They want guys to just give them money. You know what I mean? Cash at me.
for sure.
But with OnlyFans and you curate content. So like I said, like you have your own podcast. You're already 5 steps ahead, 5 levels ahead of these regular like bobas. You know what I'm saying?
I
That have-
appreciate that.
So, yo, plug your podcast, talk your shit. How many episodes do you release a week?
So I do 1 episode a week, and it's funny because it's when I first started my podcast, I knew that I had to cater to the audience that I already had.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a lot of dudes like looking at my page.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to talk about, you know, a lot of girl chat, like sex, you know, dick pics, sexual positions, preferences.
And I'm sorry for interrupting you, but that's what's dope about a female leading a podcast is that females could ask females things that men can't.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things I can't ask you. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes I say to women, if you're going to pull up to the podcast, bring a homegirl. That way it has like a different type of dynamic. But one-on-one, there's certain things that just come across tacky if I
Kinda
ask you.
weird,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we just met. You know what I mean?
For sure,
If it
for
comes
sure.
natural in conversation organically, then yeah, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's what's dope. That's the superpower that you have being a female host, you know?
Yeah.
You could really get into the shits. Like, you heard of Lip Service?
No,
Angela
what is that?
Yee, she's the girl from the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and DJ Envy. Basically, it's her and her 2 homegirls, and they get rappers on, and they just bombard him with questions about sex and this, that shit that you don't hear rappers talk about. Trey Songz has been on there, everything they talk about, like, so they really with the shits, you know?
Damn,
So it seems like
yeah.
that's kind of,
Yeah, like I talk a lot. I try to talk about sex at least in every episode, like whether it's like updates or asking like guests sexual questions. I try to make that a thing. Like every guest I have on, we're gonna talk about like I'm gonna interview you, I'm gonna get to know you on like a deeper level than you show on social media. But then I'm gonna make you talk about sex, and I ask like uncomfortable questions.
That's
but
what's up.
I get away with it most of the time. So I'm
Yeah.
like, but yeah, I do 1 episode per week, and like it started out that way, and now recently, since I've been like interviewing more people, it's kind of been like how do I say it, transitioning into something else where now I'm just like vibing with people. I don't have
Yeah.
so much structure. Like before I used to go in and I used to be like, I'm gonna talk about this. Now it just like flows.
see, that's the difference between what I call an interview and a hangout. To me, I don't want to interview you. I want it to be a hangout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
just a
Joe
natural
Rogan style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just natural conversation, you know?
For sure.
Sometimes I'll get like in my interview bag, if I have a guest that, has a lot of info. But if it's just 2 friends, like 2 of us just hanging out, Let's just shoot the shit and have fun, you know?
You know what it is for me too? Like, I feel like before when I used to post, I used to really care about my captions. Like I would put something insightful, something meaningful.
A Drake quote.
Yeah. And like people just weren't reading it. And I feel like a lot of
What do you
people.
mean people weren't reading it?
Like, you know, you can
How do you
tell.
know?
Because you can tell by the comments you get. Like when no one responds to your caption.
Yeah, but when you got your ass in my face, like how can I even see, like pay attention to the comment? It's like, as a guy, I'm like, oh shit, you're just distracted by like, you know?
I get it, you know,
Yeah.
I understand. But so my thing with my podcast was like when I had models on the show, like, and specifically like IG people, I want to like hear them speak. Like everybody already knows them for like their looks and maybe, you know, if they're in a niche or whatever, but I want to know them. Like I want to know something about them that I can't tell from like their social media.
Facts.
So that's why I like interview people. But.
That's what's up. So you release it once a week.
Yeah.
With different guests.
Yes.
Okay. And plug it. What is it called again?
House of Desy podcast.
DES or Z?
DESYGA.
Okay.
No, DESY. House of Desy. Yeah. Podcast.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Is there anything else you want to get off? Get off your chest. You need therapy? I'm a good therapist. So
you're a good therapist?
Yeah. So if there's anything that you're dealing with, you know, we could talk about it. You know, I'm here for you.
Casey Chopz, the DJ and the therapist.
It's a fact. I am the friend who's a therapist. You know.
I feel like actually,
but who gives therapy to the therapist?
Yeah, you know, wifey or something. Listen to all your problems.
Facts.
You said you're a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Scorpio men are dangerous. You know what? Like, I feel like relationships take so much work and effort. And when you're focused and you know what you want out of life and like you want to accomplish all these goals and you have all these things that you want to do, I feel like a relationship like with someone that's not on the same page as you can be really draining, like, and really like time consuming.
Right. So. But I think the most important thing is both people have to, that's what they want. They have to want that to be in a relationship, you know? I appreciate you pulling up.
No, thank you for having me.
We're going to put this out soon. And that's what's up. Desy Gato, bam.
Hey.